are the warriors? I want all the warriors. Send the word. Kalpulli, 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 Kalpulli,
You have to go back to the barrios. They're the ones that have to learn. You can't teach the Anglo, but you can teach your own people. When we teach our own people how to evaluate, we can have movement. And then you can have real revolution. And our people have to decide whether they're willing, finally, even though it's easy to be exploited, it's easy to eat 3 meals a day, finally, are they willing to fight for their rights? Are they willing to fight for their name and their dignity? And are they willing to die for it?
Taking off their trying to explore why your gorillas. All their vowels, rebels, their squad ready to overthrow. Babylon lost in the midst of the jungles. Crazy ass Mexicans ready to rumble. Taking no shorts, we demand freedom. Then to the Jews, whites and pilgrims, United Snakes, and many South American states. Trying to stop communism from spreading. People arming themselves for their Armageddon. You knew we were tribal people, so you destroyed our circle. You shipped drugs and guns into our barrio. Tribes soon became gangs fighting over power, bitches and money. I climbed the Illuminati tower, then that's to see my father's son still remains eclipsed. Rasta, remember cultura. I'm lost in my dream visions of killing crackers. 500 years of the castration, lost the culture elimination. Rasta, take back the nation.
Down to die for the family. I'm not a racist, just a revolutionary. Down to die for the family. I'm not a racist, just a revolutionary. Down to die for the family. I'm not a racist, just a revolutionary. Down to die for the family. I'm not a racist, just a revolutionary. I got 5 in my revolver. Kill me wicked devil, you give me more power. I'm more psycho than Michael Myers. I'm half monkey, I'm half tiger. I got visions of devils going up in fire. I'll cut your throat with a saw wire. I'm coming through like Tupac Amaru. All out war with the YC shoe. For years of crackers bailing the blood run. Olin is the 5th son to the 6th son. Zapatista Ua in Colombia. It's the uprising of the Bronco River. I'd rather rain in hell than serve you in your heaven. I'm taking you devils out with my Mac 11. We're rolling up to your favorite pubs, right next to your Babylonian clubs. Buck, buck, when we roll by, devils drop like dominoes when the bullets fly. Then we disappear like mangas coloradas. Gorilla camps in the hills fighting for our raza. Down to die for the family. I'm not a racist, just a revolutionary. Down to die for the family. I'm not a racist, just a revolutionary. Down to die for the family. I'm not a racist, just a revolutionary. Down to die for the family. I'm not a racist, just a revolutionary.
Tierra, nuestra tierra sagrada, nuestra tierra olvidada, nuestra tierra náhuatl. Tierra, nuestra tierra sagrada, nuestra tierra olvidada, nuestra tierra náhuatl. Tierra, nuestra tierra sagrada, nuestra tierra olvidada, nuestra tierra náhuatl. Tierra, nuestra tierra tierra olvidada, nuestra tierra náhuatl. Tierra, nuestra tierra sagrada, nuestra tierra olvidada, nuestra tierra náhuatl.
Waiting patiently for a miracle to happen. Some say we're coming closer to the end. Moon is the third element of time. Six some prophecy, kill all worshippers of illumination. Trickery and lies, causing confusion from the beginning of their time. Straying away from the single file line to lead the followers to Babylon. But Babylon ain't so strong, my spirit fights on. Crazy like the Ocelot, wild mountain lion of Zion. Claiming peace 3,500 feet, 3 times larger than your Empire State Building. 13 times more sacred than your City Hall, 1,000 times more spiritual than your Freemason temple. You have 7 days, we have 7 philosophies. As indigenous who walks in sacred land with great pride and dignity, united like a forest of redwood trees. Watch elders stand tall, reach out, touch our spirits with the wisdom of the past, present and beyond. Shaman, sacred shaman, one with the earth, one with the fire, one with the water, one with the eagle spirit, warrior spirit. We flow fortunately, seeking understanding and knowledge to the women, children, family, to the community, to the earth, to the creator, to myself, Mixcoatl.
Jaguars on the prowl in the Alidashino, Lima Sewatona to Mixcoatl. Jaguars on the prowl in the Alidashino, Lima Sewatona to Mixcoatl. Jaguars on the prowl in the Alidashino, Lima Sewatona to Mixcoatl. Jaguars on the prowl in the Alidashino, Lima Sewatona to Mixcoatl.
As I dig my hands into the soil, I feel the fire boil. The sleepy new life for consciousness. Stop the fucking madness. The Jaguar warriors through the city have spread. I'm ready to hunt the devil that right up in your horse with death. Bible in one hand and the other a sword. And mission for conquest. I'm like the Mixcoatl, resetting the Kenko death. Cuatemo vive, cabrones. Jaguars on the prowl with the Alidashino, Lima Sewatona to Mixcoatl. I'm the Ocelot, walking with the spirit shield of bossy. Peace to the indigenous families, step into the darkness. Watch your step, you scared of the Mexicans uprising. I got nothing to live for, then I find something to die for. En los barrios todos somos marcos, from the cradle to the grave, from the barrio streets to cemeteries and reservations, or modern day segregation camps. Fuck Uncle Sam, if they don't tell fight the revolution till your TV set. People lost in a state of confusion, investigating reports, taking the word to the people, where freedom fighters now are in terror rebels. Jaguars lost in the concrete jungles.
Jaguars on the prowl in the Alidashino, Lima Sewatona to Mixcoatl. Jaguars on the prowl in the Alidashino, Lima Sewatona to Mixcoatl. Jaguars on the prowl in the Alidashino, Lima Sewatona to Mixcoatl. Jaguars on the prowl in the Alidashino, Lima Sewatona to Mixcoatl. I wake up and I take a talk. The sleepy giant has a walk. You was nightmare has resurrected. The uprising of the Machica peasant. You gon' comfortable with us being your slaves, but tonight your slaves are out digging your graves. Your scared prophecies becoming reality. A nation broken down under insanity. A melting pot boiling over cause getting too hot. Hear the sirens, the screams and the gunshot. An urban city looking like a war zone. I'm hard timing in the outside all alone. I hear the cries of the children lost in the black smoke. I got my hands on the neck of the beast and I start to choke. Nightmares of my father being killed and my mother being raped. They're all coming back and you got nowhere to escape. Visions of the dogs feeding on my children. As you cut my wife and pull out the fetus, you demon. No amount of time could erase this from my memory. It's all coming back in the new century. In the name of green and power, you did this to my family. You burnt our books to corrupt the real story. You've been attacking my mentality since I came out the womb. You want me to pledge allegiance to your temple of doom, training me through your media, religion, education, injecting me with your carcass virus vaccination. The United States looks more like Satan's ballroom. It's my spirit and mind that you wish to consume. As the ground vibrates, you start to shake. You hear the war that eats at me may come in like an earthquake. You feel champagne, the blood and bones of my people. You exploit us in our own land, you filthy devil. In 1492, you bunch of Christ in the form of Sam Hain. Shriners and Masons, brotherhoods of the insane. You come like a creepy panther before the sunrise. You only speak lies, I see death behind your blue eyes. You drove me psycho, but yet I'm logical. I got a reason to live and die, but I'm still suicidal. The blood drips down from your soul and your cross. As I look at generations of my people lost. Images of ghost dancers haunt you in the night. In the darkness, I come to shed some light. We give you 500 years, now there's nothing to discuss. In the sixth sun, we come for just us.
Jaguars on the prowl in the alley, dashing only my sewato na tumishika diawi. Jaguars on the prowl in the alley, dashing only my sewato na tumishika diawi. Jaguars on the prowl in the alley, dashing only my sewato na tumishika diawi. Jaguars on the prowl in the alley, dashing only my sewato na tumishika diawi.
Imprisoned by the hours so constantly. Inside out living hypocrisy. From the earth to the ocean to the mountains to the sky. Humanity. From the eyes of our ancestors, this is what we see. A life of respect, balance, harmony. 30,000 deep, sound and just. Goals have been agreed, dialogue discussed. Hemos destruido las entradas de la ciudad. Metas, justicia, democracia, libertad. Y no pararemos hasta la victoria. Lucha indígena haciendo la historia con el resto del mundo. Unidad contra neoliberalismo por la humanidad.
Pale faces reflecting off the neon light. They just tapping on keyboards, blind the sight of the masses plugged into the beast. Spirituality cannot find peace. From the thieves stalking in the shadows, you find them peeping through your windows. Like a slave, you're caught in the net. You fall right into the trap that they set. Like a fly, you're stuck in the web. Your quest for information when you're mentally dead. Assimilation's what you got instead. Once were warriors, now we're survivors. They took our name and gave us a number. Robbed us of our true identity. Labeled us domestic enemy. Everything surveyed, documented, and put on file. And you wonder why most of us are going hostile. Suicidal squads burning down Babylon. Galactic Maya, Chile, springing Armageddon. The final conflict, the apocalypse. The sex, the soul, Chica terrorists. Can't be bought with your frog skin. I'd rather get the devil's in and start bashing. Pope look on the pavement. The phoenix gonna make a statement. I got no love for my botchly, and I don't care for your technology. Some of us just wanna be free, so my outs gonna cross the Red Sea. Meaning bloodshed and war. Yeah, basta, we ain't taking no more sunset wars. Only gonna bring more death. I got a news flash. That's all we ever get and all we ever got. So I'm blowing up the spot. This ain't hip hop, it's guerrilla style. That shit that make you wanna go out and shoot a cop.
The gang of the gods to make the sixth son. Zapatita Shalakikos with complete guns. The gang of the gods to make the sixth son. Zapatita Shalakikos with complete guns. The gang of the gods to make the sixth son. Zapatita Shalakikos with complete guns. The gang of the gods to make the sixth son. Zapatita Shalakikos with complete guns.
All fools follow what they got to be the hop around. Counterfeit for glamour of their actions like their eyes was bound. From our history, reality escapes their mind as their hearts weaken with hunger for them dollars, them blind. Thinking life is bliss, then the one who more fucked up. Caught in their soul experience, not really seeing what other lives had to offer in the price they have to pay. Life is short, time is fast, that ain't cool out my way, cause it ain't all the hop lies could be. Mental enslavement, home of the free. With your purchase of 1999, bought into the lies, sold out to the cries of Mayans murdered. You may have heard of change the channel to watch cops and then the laugh and smile as you flip the dial through lies. Now you forgot how to feel what's true and real. Your heart rots cold and weak. Truth burns this fire in my eyes. Why you so scared to speak?
The gang of the gods to make the sixth son. Zapatita Shalakikos with complete guns. The gang of the gods to make the sixth son. Zapatita Shalakikos with complete guns. The gang of the gods to make the sixth son. Zapatita Shalakikos with complete guns. The gang of the gods to make the sixth son. Zapatita Shalakikos with complete guns.
The real heartbeat of America, it's a beast.
TikTok, clocks and crackers everywhere. Location 12, 360 degrees. The world is round, so what comes around goes around. Feather serpent, Huehuecoyotl, Malok, bringing the thunderstorms. Lightning strike out the ungodly, not believing in the unity. Mexica unity for the people with the knowledge of the land. Aslan y Anahuac, Tierra Libertad. For the children of color, kill the oppressor. Peace, devil cracker, stop raping the minds of the innocent. Stop the execution and imprisonment of the freedom fighters. Revolutionarios trying to make a positive change, but no one seems to care. Oblivious to this hypnotic spell. Witchcraft, black magic, zigzag, sulfur flames are to blame. It's a shame no one cares. Nuclear chemical warfare, terrorists, special forces, ancient oaths, mass elimination of the whole tribe. Mexica nation, free the land, spirits dancing, heartbeat, drum beat, keeps the connection of all living creations, like the blood that unites us all. Earth child, not a dope or grunty wannabe. Yo soy Chicano.
New order restricting borders, government creates chaos. Rise up for the combat, now start taking up arms. Prepare for the civil combat, set the attack. Banda has the diplomats, the fucking president. Simple lose the sleep with crack, documented facts. CIA agents busted slanging fat sacks. Conspiracy by the government to undermine so-called minority criminals. To class the history like fucking animals. That's why they rebel and resist, that remain notorious, fearless. I got the medicine back here for the illness. You tell me violence don't soft shit. How many more years will my people take the oppression? Murdered and tortured by the president's puppet soldiers. Political injustice of a new world order. I pledge allegiance to the flag, fuck no. I set the shit on fire, hang out you crackers from a piano wire. Rasta explodes me, biological bomb, technical warfare. $billion industries, corporations. Click with the fucking masons, that's who runs this whole fucking establishment. We're in the barrio of East Los Angeles. Enslaved puppets handcrafted with no eyes to remain blind. That's so cold, this ice like a corpse in a mortuary. The revolution will never die, even though you killed the revolutionary. People in the barrio found a new solution. Rebel and resist against the new world order meant to enslavement. Ceremony as free pavement, or waking up to consciousness. The gain of the gods to make the sixth son. Zapatistas chalaquicos with complete guns. The gain of the gods to make the sixth son. Zapatistas chalaquicos with complete guns. The gain of the gods to make the sixth son. Zapatistas chalaquicos with complete guns. The gain of the gods to make the sixth son. Zapatistas chalaquicos with complete guns. Blah!
In 1492, 1519, 1605 and 1620, the beasts from the east invaded our shores, broke our peace and put us under siege. They made and placed a new world order to maintain control. They turned us against one another, killed our fathers and raped our mothers to create confusion in the sea. The Popolok is motivated by lust and greed, education, religion and information, control to train us and cover up the invasion. God is taking on his mentality, so now we're trapped in our own slavery. Robbed us of our knowledge of self in our own land base. Got us thinking we're foreigners in our own place. That's how deep you wicked thieves put your scar. In the new millennium, my people still don't know who they are. You say it wasn't you, but your great-granddaddy. Now you wanna erase the color lines and be down with me. Now that my people blind to their own slavery. Now that they mimic the colonizer's identity. There was never folk to sell the land. You killed the elders and stole it with your white hands. According to your laws, you still hold stolen property. None of you willing to give it back, hypocrite unity. You just wanna keep my people blind and naive. In your wicked system, you still want us to believe. It's like my comandante, yes, he said, we're his panic. That's why I got my fully loaded automatic, and I'm looking for the fucking static. They wanna erase our indigenous roots to avoid the stop of gorilla squads and black boots. Let's get me find the truth, we might burn this shit down. You blood clot, should've never fuck with the brown. We're busting holes through the NATO cavalry. Hell nah, we don't show no mercy. We scalped the buffalo soldier and the scout. In the new millennium, we ain't down with the sellout. To my gente North Central South America, the Caribbean, while one brown raza. It is important to understand we're indígena. Don't recognize the borders on one familia. From the Eskimo to the Navajo, the Dakota to the Mexica, connected to the Maya relation of the Inca. As far back as the Olmeca, we've always been indígena. The blood of our ancestors pumps through our veins. It's time we break the vicious cycle of their pain. Don't believe the lies come out of their ignorance. To their wicked ways we must stand in defiance. Allow the great spirit to be your only guidance. For our children must rebuild the tribal alliance.
The eagle and the condor unite for war.
Yavasa,
we ain't taking no more. The north and the south unite for war.
Yavasa,
we ain't taking no more.
North and south, in your own land, dividing up together like the white man. We never drew lines in the sacred earth. Infinite circle has much more worth. People belong to land, land can belong to man. This side is mine and you can't come. Well, that ain't our ways, not a custom. We'll touch your territory. It's like owning the air. Oh, I see you's greedy, but we knew to care. You still choose lockdown or death. Ya basta, ya basta.
Divide the youth, no longer teaching them the roots. Fit junk food spoils and rots their mind. Geometric shapes abstract their curiosity, the willingness to bear witness. Knowledge of our ancestors stolen like our sacred land, misused and abused natural resources, taken like our godly spirit. Mass mind manipulation as I incite the revolution. Orale ese loco, keep your head up. Don't let the problems of the barrio bring you down to this devil's level. People perceive us as stupid Mexicans. If they only knew how much love we have for our cultura, familia, tierra. Devils trying to take my godly spirit in all four directions. Focusing on the situation facing our nation. Overpopulation, extreme pollution, natural disasters, flooding, earthquakes. The sleeping mountain has awake. Ya basta, killer cracker. I laugh at you, white savage. Babylon left in ravage. You think you know everything cause you're a 33rd degree. Agree or disagree, the youth still remain divided. Ya basta, we don't want your money, we don't want your treaties. No more agreements upon handshakes. Thumbs up or thumbs down. You're no longer gonna keep down the brown. Not Hispanic, not Latino, Mexica. People of the creation, Omoteo, ya basta, cracker. Tearing down walls of barriers, keeping the raza divided. Mexica unity for the read. 13, Kalpulli ceremony in harmony with Anahuac, the sacred land.
The eagle and the condor unite for war. Ya basta, we ain't taking no more. The north and the south unite for war. Ya basta, we ain't taking no more.
Sisters and brothers, freedom can be seen. Revolutionize your life, cleanse your mind of slavery. Break through to get past the borders in your mind. Family and culture is the conscious to unite. Get up, stand up, native nations north to south. Identify the wickedness and burn the wicked down. Let go, your ego, envy is an enemy that got us like behind superficial vanity. Represent yourself as a beast, they was your last. And your heart alone have the power to put evil in the past. Relations of sun, earth, consciousness and spirit. Put your hands with force of balance on the future of the children. Walk with dignity on the love of your relations. And the glorified claiming caused by Christian devastation. Our people's separation, segregation by the evil. North and south unite, bring the earth back to the people. Again and turn to the wise elders with their teachings. They heard our cries, they know troubles, they feel pain as they watch the roots start to do the white man's game. Time to rise up, time to heed. A serenade, a song, a healer, wanna plant the seed of love.
Andamos prestados como la banda del marquís. No andamos de charlos, somos locos marihuanos, pinches mafufos. Aquí estamos, esta es nuestra tierra y no nos vamos. Matando gringos desde México hasta Puerto Rico. Soy el grito pero no Hidalgo. Gritos de morros perdidos en el barrio. Las fronteras las pusieron los pinches gringos. Nos robaron la tierra y dividieron a la raza. Chicano, mexicano, paisa. Todos somos una clica, bien, esa es todo lo que tengo en esta pinche sociedad. Maldita comunidad, la televisión ataca la mente de mis valientes que vienen de sur a norte. Yo mejor me quedo y mato al presidente. Norteños, sureños, todos somos raza. Tenemos que quemar las fronteras, que dividir a la madre tierra. En el espíritu de Emiliano Zapata. Ya basta con la brutalidad, ya basta con la humanidad, ya basta con la matanza de la gente indígena. Gritos de los zapatistas, hago de la vida con un fantasma. Chico puya, motherfuckers.
Hemos oído en la radio, en la televisión, hasta en los periódicos que la lucha que ha empezado no es de los indígenas. Nosotros decimos que no es cierto, pues, porque nosotros conocemos bien nuestra lucha.
Read the cortex, hydroglyphics, petroglyphs, truth inscribed in the sandstone, red rock, valley of fire. We came to set the spirits free from this hell. Heaven on earth as I burn the Quran and sage. Reminisce when tribes were free. Now I see the truth is the only way. I can't live my life a lie. I can't live my life on my knees. Mexica's rise up, Mexica's uprise. Remember the culture before the rape, before the slavery, before private property. When buffalo and deer roam the sacred land. Mother Earth, center of the universe. Indigenous tribes deep within the jungle forest, possessing secrets of creation, civilization. Before these devils' wicked ideology, evolution. human hands and minds replaced by fast-paced machines. So like the Zapatistas, we're taking up arms, men, women, and children, endangered by this new world order, fasting it out, destroying the true culture. Hills blazing up high with 20-foot-high blades, out of control, like the riders of ballet. As the red tail hawk flies high over the ignorance, landing on telephone wires, connecting barrio party lines, where the mujer is treated like puerco. Said all kinds of bullshit, gangbanging on telephone lines. No respect for your brown family. Conspiracy theory, elimination of team posts. Communities no longer living in unity.
Communities no longer living in fucking unity. Pledge allegiance to the fake flag, so-called American heroes of the state of democracy, social hypocrisy. I'm the eclipse, enter the apocalypse. Activate, liberate, folks our fate. Knowledge is power, my content marksman. No warrior, masculine high goals, set 4,000 feet elevation. Fuck your jurisdiction, voting proposition. Social castration, the citizens are on the siege. We're on the streets, we spread conspiracy like secret societies. El pinche de diablo de los Estados Unidos le dio fera al gobierno de México pa' que maten a la gente indígena de Chiapas. Pinche libre comercio, exposición, mundo inversión. Es el plan del diablo gringo. Todos los pinches presidentes de México son masónicos. El sistema corrupto, pero yo también soy ciclón. Viva la raza, viva Zapata, chinga su madre el gobierno. Éramos indios en un paraíso, ahora vivimos en calles de infierno. No hay justicia, no puede haber libertad. En las calles de los barrios hay guerra. La orden del nuevo mundo ya empezó. El pinche gobierno estableció el capitalismo. Pinche neoliberalismo sin justicia, no puede haber paz. Mi gente merece mucho más. El presidente es Satanás. Ya basta, hijos de puta. Ahora no salió el sol. Guerra en las calles, rayeta contra los puercos. Jefitos y jefitas y morritos, con puercos, machetes, fileros y cohetes, listos para la revolución. La raza no tuviera las armas hasta que hagan tierra, libertad y justicia. Libertad, tierra y justicia, que vivan los zapatistas. Libertad, tierra y justicia, que vivan los zapatistas. Libertad, tierra y justicia, que vivan los zapatistas. Libertad, tierra y justicia, que vivan los zapatistas.
Como boxeador chicano, give it to you straight. Diálogos, a revolutionary trait, Zapatista. To the very end, if injustice is your enemy, then I am your friend. Diálogo is where it all starts. We don't change minds, we try to change hearts, cause power remains in the hands of the few. And now that you know what you're gonna do,
I'm gonna take out the neoliberalistic devil, enemy of the Zapatista rebel. Breaking it down for the people, yes, humanity. Not greed, not power, not insanity. Cause the fight is for basic human rights. Keeping your eye on the pig, now we got him in our sights. Pull the trigger, now we're turning out the lights. So pick up your arms, get ready for the fight.
Libertad, tierra y justicia, que vivan los zapatistas. Libertad, tierra y justicia, que vivan los zapatistas. Libertad, tierra y justicia, que vivan los zapatistas. Libertad, tierra y justicia, que vivan los zapatistas.
Here we come like a brown storm, my bison. Laying off shots, throwing stones and swinging. It don't matter if we live or die, as long as we remain easy, our land CCRI. We'll be rushing the borders from the north and south. We'll stake our quarters right in your fucking mouth. Too long you kept us down in the fucking dirt. We're breaking from our nature cause we can't stand the hood. The beast got no respect for humanity. Got the indigenous people living in poverty. No food to eat, no shoes on their feet. The original people standing out sleeping in the street. Well, the Popolo gets rich off the what they stole from us. In the sixth sun, we want some justice. We wanna know what it is to live in a real democracy. The beast got us stuck in a state of democracy. Cause the whole family locked down in misery, while the United States funds the Mexican military. Joining officers, the schools of America. So I gotta ask the pre, who's your master? You gotta be a Mason to be the Prince of Mexico. In other words, you gotta be a white man's hoe. I give no respect to the European colonists. In other words, I keep it real for the indigenous. I'm a terrorist, anti-neoliberalist. Article 27 only benefits NAFTA. Fuck the corporates, that's why my blood for Zapata and future raza. I trip, they pin a raza against one another. Soldado against his mother. What's your heart when it comes to the bush and the shove? You could die with that Copa devil that you love. We're coming out the jungle like a swarm of bats. Women and children with sticks and gas. And you ain't gonna catch us coming out the church. This time we'll put your ass in the back of the hearse. You got the power, but we got the numbers. Rockefeller, You better duck for cover. You can't stop a brown swarm of angry gente. Screaming Zapata vive, la lucha sigue.
Libertad, tierra y justicia. Ya basta con la brutalidad del pinche gobierno. Que vivan los zapatistas. En el infierno que vivimos no hay justicia. Que viva, basta, que viva, que viva, que viva los zapatistas. Que viva, que viva, que viva Zapata. Que viva, que viva, que viva, que viva Chiapas, México. Que viva, que viva la guerrillera, el movimiento revolucionario de Anagua. Que viva los zapatistas. Libertad, tierra y justicia. No es un mal gobierno. Que viva, que viva, que viva, que viva.
Clan mothers of all nations, peoples of culture, guiding our relations toward life, living high with respect and dignity. Family blessings grow, one with earth and unity. Bright star sun, parent celebration, corn and deer, life forever embracing. Dancing spirit of crystal cold waves, pounding total mother shores at the pace of nature and tongues. From the beginning, ceremony drum by rock water singing. From the spirit, while buffalo woman came the pipe protecting God the life of people's children. Physical, mental, spiritually pure. Cherish all the young from whom we come and return. Sacred fires burn to protect the future of our present and beyond. Here at war with Babylon.
Sacred times equal memorial rhymes. Clear skies, blue water, creation signs. Sacred the word con el viento we heard. Ancestry connection, nurturance, affection. Love, respect, not abuse, neglect. She gives to us and to her we give. Respect to us is sacred to live. 7 generations we never forget. How we act today will have an effect. Strive for balance, maintain respect. Don't not see creation, re-protect.
Stone like the Mexica, Azteca, God, Xochipilli. Undercover in the lost jungle forest. Answering questions you always wondered, but we're afraid to know the answer. Knowledge is power. The more you know, the further you'll go. Never mind the fictitious lore. Get the facts, learn the sciences. Botany connection of all living creations. Don't get caught in the web of evolution. You might catch a bite of the poison venom.
As I immerse into the universe, plus fix the pavement. Like oil spills in the ocean on Nazi. Like built in cemeteries, nuclear waste in the mid-city. Wrapped in equal devils, one of people race. After they locked us up, fucked us up and put in chains. Now we walk the streets of LA with a liquid brain. Little tiny microscopical parasites set on sack of mine. Helicopters over the city, spreading man, I'm tired. Crops no longer organic, smugglers don't give a fuck. They still slanging hot tops, exploding my mother earth. Like a horde, devils got no spiritual connection with the earth. That's the earth, you motherfuckers don't know the word. I want tierra tu my own ganja. Big fucking butt sucking Jamaica. But you motherfuckers rather stop in cancer. The extinction of various plants and animals is due to action of wicked devils. I snatch your soul as I spread my wings like a desert eagle. Ain't nobody gonna bring me down. Kalpulli sounds vibrate the ground. Sacred spiritual rituals. Let us be the fighters, or mother so rebels. We're nation under extermination. Society's castration, a civilization. Community breakdowns. Satellite waves that vibrate the ground. Telephone wires, high frequency and radiation waves that attack the brain. Your end is coming, not when you hear the trumpets, but when you feel the vibrate. My scrap brother make the earthquake, break down Babylon and mental link. I started smarter than you think. I blended through the earth like a chameleon, camouflage in the city streets. Soldiers and lost from the west coast region. As the moon, sun and earth light up, I'm like the tidal war, ready to erupt creation, her manifestation.
Way back with the sun, life growing on earth while it's fun. Ground shifting and cracking beneath my feet. Plants, animals, seeds, and people make the earth complete. Living at this time with balance and respect. Losing sight of these debts, now we're feeling the effects. We burn our forest until we burn our skin. Nature will have its balance and it will cleanse the sin. You see the corporate fucks, they think they're in control, but the earth will purchase sickness when the blood starts to flow.
In the neighborhood ain't nothing fine. Trying to maintain, got me puffing on this 49. Welfare cuts, scum is stroking my 9. Maybe I'll let some frustrations out of my own kind. I'm a penny away from sleeping out of a cardboard box. And there's a different neighborhood on every block. Yet the despair was wild through the streets of these slopes. In my head there seems to think that's the way it goes. Got the rosy around your neck and the virgin on your back. Hiding in the park, shooting up that smack. This illusion got us satisfied with just getting by. But the hungry scavengers all living a lie. Lost that connection with the earth and the universe. So now we're stuck in this American curse. If I hit this in jail, then that's in front of a liquor store. Selling drugs seem to be the hope for the poor. How can nation come up when it's all sprung and smacked out? Yeah, you made some money, but you sold your head to hell. A nation of rape, molestation, frustration. Prostitution, corruption gives you the illusion that you're free in the states as long as you don't feel the pain. But who can you trust in the realm of the insane? The land of the tweaks and the home of the slave. It seems that my head, they forgot the lie that they gave. Shit, we're still slaves out in the field. Lots of unite, our children must start to build. But they got us jealous and envious of one another. So when we see each other, we go against our own brother. So now in these days, the white devil ain't to blame. All ignorance keeps us down and it's a shame. We're giving these devils the excuse to put the hood in lockdown. Because we refuse to come together as the Brown. And lost 60 family members to suicide and homicide. All before the age of 25. How much more suffering do we have to endure? How much more pain does my head have to feel being poor? And praying in the church ain't no solution. The devil set it up to keep us lost in confusion. Once we were a nation of warriors. Now we're players, hustlers, and gangsters. All in the nightclub, digging their own grave. But to the white man, you're just another slave. Loco, y'all know my mission and I haven't lost my sight. For mi familia, I'll never give up the fight.
America drove me insane. Therapist thinks she can understand my pain. I hear they set the brothers against the brothers. So on the streets they got us killing one another. Last week I lost another brother to the hands of an undercover. Last time my pregnant sister committed suicide. And you wonder why I have visions of homicide. Do you really understand what I say, what I feel? Deep inside I could no longer hide. I feel the sweat dripping down my brown head. Revenge and a whole lot of whites laying dead. In the deepest, in the darkness of my dream, I understand what's the real fucking scheme. I see the blood dripping down the moon. It lets me know the new world land's coming soon. America got me with the number of the beast, setting my people up for the new world feast. We bitches give our land to the fucking state. And stupid clones try to see I'm teaching hate. Stupid scout, you ain't about shit. I'm a man, boy, suck your mommy's tit. I ain't tolerating sickness no more. Can't you see I'm ready to take these devils to war? Coming down the hill like an army of red ants. White devils ain't gonna stand a chance. You look in my eyes and you see the my in me. No, I see clear when I see my enemy.
I see the future in the fire, on the bright sun's burning. Generations behind, night skies turning. Too bad today's for the lives on who we pray. The evil is upon us, I seen a better way.
I woke up this morning to the noise of church bells, flashbacks of war and hell. Last I wake the fuck up, without the Bible's bigger the arms. The beast draws their fingers to the vital streets. So you say I'm possessed by demons. Fuck the Bible, disguising lies like the deer and white supremacist. And 1492 the priest that the cross through my heart. 1999 my whole family remains lost. The load that I carry is heavy like two stones. Sacred guy was scribbling panic codex stones. Spirits glow the one light like petroglyphs. My rhymes hit the target like a single assassin's bullet. History of devil scratches thrown through my own check. Terrorists like illegal immigrants under the influence of mescaline. Breaking barriers, crossing borders. Radio set it off like my familia. Got the real rep like a fucking pilgrim racist system. Fuck being followers, will lead us. Lead our people to freedom. It ain't about peace and things like pawns. It's about breaking down the gates of Babylon. Grandfather spirit, glide up at the spiritual consciousness. Set us free my soul to the cosmic. And tune when my dialect as we enter the year 2000. Gangsters become prophets, take back the land, take back the power, free the animal spirit, kill the wicked. You wanna stick me like the leaks, but I'm still alive. My soul is solitary but not confined. Make me the present, the whole wide ways will be declined. Out of the eclipse, I see the sunrise. Rasta, unite and uprise.
I see the future in the fire, on the bright sun's burning. Generations behind, night skies turning. Too bad today's for the lives on who we pray. The evil is upon us, I seen a better way.
Know the sound of the trees like you know your history of your ancestors. Mexican elders hold the key. Well, while the youth remain locked down. Minds trapped, captivated by this capitalistic society, judging and criticizing people by their looks and colors. You must have a bank account over triple digits. Free your mind from this materialistic money fashion magazine. Media hit you mentally, physically, spiritually. Third eye open, flip the pyramid of illumination. Stay strong, grow your spirit. Don't be scared or frightened by this virtual reality. Zero spirituality, devil's fun illusion. Worldwide oppression, the rich get richer, the poor get food stamps, projects and a uniform. Public schools show the children a never-ending story filled with fictitious characters, babbling the same old stories. Chicanos and Chicanas unite to divide the lines which create the square, rebuild the sacred circle. Don't fall victim to the hardcore mental enslavement. 1776, gasoline stations explode like volcano peaks. High intensity on your low intensity warfare, driving all the devils to the sea.
I see the future in the fire on the bright suns burning. Generations behind, night skies turning. Too bad today's for the lives in who we pray. The evil is upon us, I seen a better way. Gods are over me, humble is the way of life and beauty and creation as we pray. I seen a better day, still must they feeling love in their life cause they hooked on the stealing. To claim their own life, land and freedom, claim them in a Christ of them actions of the demon. I pray for strength to fight them and words to heal. Today before them camps don't get peeled by the police or in there or for the lust of money or for claiming north or south. Kids don't see that it's about unity, survival of all people till they rival cause they stuck on stupid, thus removed from the spiritual, blinded by the hype, greed as sharp as my knife and disconnecting they soul from the true gift of life. Never fear our death, fear for the lack of freedom of the present past, future days of women and our children sing.
As we stand before the Great Spirit Concashla, we have representatives from the Inland Empire, Islos, Oakland, and the San Fer Valle. We come together, nations from the Lakota, Inde, Paiute, Dene, Mexica, Raramuri, Mayo, Yaqui, Chicano, Maya, and Masawa. In the spirit of the Delaware prophet, we call for the tribal unity of all indigenous peoples of Aslan y Anahuac, Turtle Island. To all my relations, Hahome Takuyo Yasi.
So you wanna control the flow, gather all the rivers for your greedy profit. Started capitalist punishment for those who went up against your government establishment. Started your own currency, money bought your love and respect. I work every day to try to pay back my debts. Bills stacked high, is there ever gonna be a day when I'm free from this load I carry? Heavy builders keep building wealth the boss. Vacations to the tropics, third world poverty. Humanity divided up like dirty pennies from Chris $100 bills. Terrorists kill for thrills.
End of the pyramid, who we slay next? Not because I break microphones to keep the comes empires of Illuminati. Bring the 363 give fires. Here comes the whole fucking clique. They can sick like marijuana, body 100% of that pure masculine. Pass me the peyote, the mascote, the locote. Out of the dark side, I rise over pyramids, ready to be flipped. Malok the wish master, bobbing on disaster of the first millennium. Here I come, puffing on the masculine, and I be chilling with the whole tribal circle. Cause in my clique we're nothing but rebels, ready to uprise and unite my raza for one reason. That's the revolution, anti-season cracker.
I slay Buffy, the slayer, cause I'm Phoenix, the cracker killer. Since semen, I was never destined for heaven. I pop out the shadows like a black raven. Beastie boy, it's the galactic Maya. It's 12 gauge in your mouth and booyah. You get no love out here when the radio. Out here we kill cause and Anglos. We set you little devils up like hands, son. Pistol whip you in the hair, my 45 gun. Bah bah.
to your temple. We beat these motherfuckers down to the simple. Drop a lock down the sock, beat the fucker down the block. Block for my Glock is coconut, standard shark. We scouting for the blonde hair. Leave 'em butt naked and booty bare. Kick 'em down, a fucking street drain. I throw that bloody corpse in front of a metro train. I come mad like a jack or ocelot. Fuck that crackers, I got my hands around your throat. I give you death, here's a sample. I got my green thumb on your Adam's apple, and my trigger finger on your jugular. I give you more pain than an inflamed ulcer. This mechica's coming out defiant. I set it off in the streets like a prison riot. Our race war in the new millennium. Run up to your devil, smash up on your cranium. Leave you flat out on your suburban lawn. I play you devils like a bunch of fucking pawns. I'm not cracker, serial killer. Aquí Shetaya, I'm a warrior, obligated to defend land and life. I stick you with my black, I'll city a knife. Open up your chest plate and pull out your heart. I face the east and I rip it apart. Let the blood spill out, but don't I see no drink. The judge is gonna wanna lock me up, but I think. But you gotta pay for your sins against my family. That is the only justice for my botchly. So I sacrifice you devils to Isla Porchly. I kill for pride, my chica fiawi.
The militants of the nations needed to get our people out of this situation. It's the foundation of our struggle against the missing piece of the puzzle. Once the reality of war is in the mind, they will be prepared when it is time. Give them the guns to face the enemy, the same ones that you're selling me. Build myself up a weapons rack and think of how to plan my attack. How many skulls are gonna get shook, and how many lives are gonna get took? Plan the route of my escape with what's left of my mind you raped. How many brothers are willing to be by my side and be down to blast when it's time to ride? Tell your fam you love them cause you may not come home, and sorry for times you dissed them and left them alone, and hope to balance it out with the shit that you do and pay back the oppression that's been placed on you. So many lack in these few simple things and not aware of the good that your courage will bring. Putting the reality for freedom into these lines, awaken those who've been sleeping for a long time. And if I die for my rhymes, at least I gave it a try.
Peace, mother, please don't understand my disease. Or through the side of my heart, the side I think can ease my mental, my pain, this disease takes over my brain. And with the side to see, the human spirits get slain. Paranoid stress that them devils know my name, cause I dare to fight for change. Like anime, these days, got the industry a hype. Citizen youth to slay labor for Nike. Like bullets fly to claim gang on the res. Or youth shooting a family in prayer with devastation. Poison native nations. Uranium kills life like no trees, like sterilization of our native women. Still happening, FBI pigs recruited boarding schools in search of scouts to help us die. Like humble government politics compromise. Future for blood money, so land, so life. Like what fucking debt gives government's right to claim the land for industry while minds get slain. Everything I live for is under attack. I pray wicked destruction fall from my mother's back. Remember spirit, remember all that's true. Remember ceremony and the importance of the youth creation. Come to free the children. We suffer here in prayer for the love of all kin creation. Protect and guide the children for generations past. This wickedness we in.
Neo-liberalism, breaking down the spectrum of colors like a prism. Travel the course that you plot, a world dominating thought. Hit and rest, strike up the oven that you bought. Global dictate, warm it up, now you bake. Freedom is your fake, for the God, love, and the sake. Underline the theme of the policy, hate, earth, mother, profit, rape. Now when you gonna get a clue, it's all about the prime rate. Real estate, politicians on the take. Rainforest destroyed in the wake of the multinational profit. Hypodermic needle in your arm, now it's toxic. Giving the children of the world cancer while they drop it. Lower the boom or the hammer, can you stop it? Freedom for the few, money for the soul. If you can't see through the lies, then you lost it. Leaving you to think about this is a must. Greed, power, money, lust. Ask yourself, who's driving the bus? Some polo plane motherfucker with the trust. What's up? with the representation. I am F for the New World Nation. What's up with the representation? I am F for the New World Nation.
Like indigenous granta of Chicano MCs with elderly features and wobbly knees. Stepping like Public Enemy, I'm Agent Please. And I don't free flow for whippersnapper MCs, cause really we're lyricists and not MCs. Trying to take your mind to another degree. Our vision and goal is for people to see. Don't unseen imperialism, Masons 3-3. Humanity is poison, but it can be immune. We're all out of balance, but we can be in tune. And Mother Earth is crying, she needs to be groomed. And the world doesn't listen, then we're all doomed. No shame resisting this Western game. That's why all my homies' kids got indigenous names.
Estamos listos con C4 para explotar templos masónicos. Las Naciones Unidas son las casas de guerras del mundo. Estados Unidos le dio a México helicópteros y armas para que peleen la guerra en Chiapas. Conozcan sus verdaderos enemigos. Los presidentes de México son diablos como los pinches gringos. El dinero corre la sociedad como presidentes. Cholos y drogas, el mundo en las manos de la sociedad secreta que no miran la verdad. Prepárense para la guerra que han declarado contra las familias. En 1492 vino un asesino con la mente de un diablo, civilizaciones destruidas por su maldad y enfermedad. A las mujeres les acaban el niño del útero. Sus establecimientos es un infierno. Tenemos que unirnos, si no vamos a perder todo como perdimos en 1519. Tenochtitlán, Aztlán, Teotihuacán. Nuestra cultura, astrología, filosofía. Si chingas con la raza, la resistencia declara un golpe de estado. Ya basta.
Following me, for me slow all the way to Wounded Knee. Can't even have lunch on my own watch. FBI got me reaching for my fucking knife. Never thought the shit reached the fucking Fed. I guess you motherfuckers really wanna see me dead. You were looking for an engine with long hair, shifted down to the skin, bitch, I just don't care. Fuck, and your ass better duck. Hostile, and I don't give a fuck. On top of the roof like a sniper. I look through my scope, I see Louis Cypher. You wanna put me on top of your death list. Look like a cholo, I'm a terrorist. Come down to the year 2000, but this time we're coming out blasting. Trilateral, it's federal, and this time it's even personal. So like Lolita, I'm shooting at the Congress, but this time it's the Big Phoenix. You should have listened to Reyes de Herina. Now you gotta hear my 9mm. Boom! In your face. Popolok should have never came this place. Got my Louisville slugger, grand slam for you and that motherfucking Uncle Sam. Crack your head like a Liberty Bell, cause since you came all ever got was hell. So I give this one to Pancho Villa. I put a bullet in the head of the policia. Two pigs dead in a squad car. I do it like my brothers from the EPR.
Golpe de estado, liberación nacional. Si chingas con la raza, declaramos guerra. Golpe de estado, liberación nacional. Si chingas con la raza, declaramos guerra.
Is your life hesitation? Are you scared? Do you see the people suffer? Is you prepared for the silent war we in? Unspoken slaughtering of my kin, like the gold and diamonds of the African land. Industry of American greed, luxury, blood money, our communities poisoned and blinded. Reality virtual and tuned to television, and sing with the fool who has money to burn and votes to collect. That got just led to his vision, and taxes the neglect. To see we ain't free in the land of the unseen, when it's right before our eyes with greed and genocide, biological warfare, AIDS and toxic waste on the land as a sickness of profit. Invades the reservation, destroying health. They won't stop the killing till they consumed all wealth.
Dreamers dreaming of a better tomorrow, having to wake up to hear the bad news. The ones we love still remain paralyzed, hypnotized by these vicious lies. The system has me feeling confined. Imprisonment is no good for the righteous people's mind. Way back before the thought of his prisons. Slavery, evil empire, Illuminati. Executioners killed the dream of shaman. Wisdom, knowledge of the past and present. Visionaries of today, tomorrow and beyond. Gather around the sacred fire. Bless us with your wands. Huehuecoyotl, the vision of the red man passed on for the purpose of revolution. Woman spirit, the healing of an indigenous nation. Come lead the rebels to victory. It's been over 5 centuries since the freedom of indigenous tribes. The time is now to uprise.
Golpe de estado, liberación nacional. Si chingas con la raza, declaramos guerra. Golpe de estado, liberación nacional. Si chingas con la raza, declaramos guerra. gobierno le vale madre. Por eso trae drogas y cuentes a estos barrios pa' casa desmadre. Extorsión, prostitución, la no nace la fuerza. En el Kalpulli está la resistencia. Tenemos dos niños para ganar la guerra. Ya no quiero ver más sangre de mis canales por la calle como Río Grande. Barrios unidos, ambas serán vencidos. Profetas perdidos en un mundo maligno. Millones de humo negro, gritos, cuetazos, helicópteros. En el barrio donde está la solución. En la revolución, el diablo sí existe. Y es el pinche presidente. Quiere chingar con nuestros barrios y nuestra gente. Tenemos dos niños para ganar el poder. Orgullo mexicano. Que viva el movimiento revolucionario. Unidos jamás seremos vencidos.
Why don't you free Lend a Peltier? Are you in fear of the Western Hemisphere? Uprising against the neoliberalists, the IMF and the Zionists. The white industry wants you in slavery, got you chasing that currency. So you're quick to sell out for the money, so that you become property of the company. They killed and stole the land to build the society, control the resources, so the next step was industry. With your slavery they finance the global economy, all controlled by the white Illuminati. You can't trust a natural born enemy, just a Caucasian invasion, we all cause misery. So now you see, I'm not a racist at all. You're just scared of the unknown and you don't want to see Babylon fall. They haven't changed in over 500 years, 450 treaties broken, so you better hear. How many more years it's gonna take before we learn that we gave them love, they gave us hate in return. Their roots are evil, so they're all devils, sons and daughters of greed jackals. Your wicked empire is coming to its end as it was, ha! So shall it be again.
Barrios unidos jamás serán vencidos. Barrios unidos jamás serán vencidos. Barrios unidos jamás serán vencidos. Barrios unidos jamás serán vencidos.
Do what I got to make it by when living lies that hurts no more gon' get ours conform. Urban native childs, bump sacred unity, decolonize and go wild. Or do I say nature, spirit to need be? Walk on is the womb to a life that is free from sickness of the soul, the wicked and greed. Give all respects to all equal and build our family. And walk is in prayer, life's a ceremony. Future thought to live on our children are the key. Earthquake, martial law, war, then we be the people once again. Wickedness will win. Love for all the family, peace for all my kin. This world is mine. Truth is in belief in the life that I'm giving, the choice that I'm living. Family man, I'll forward for creation. Mold my seed survival as our mothers erasing. Wicked from a room, then some be chasing night skies. The spirits of the past seen in the eyes of our children. 7th generation, nation, elders of the seeds that we now best be planting.
Shout it out, barrios unidos, revolution. Living life day by day, waiting for the day to betray this enslavement. Recognizing no borders, living for my people, living for my sacred land. Against the devil's evil plans to steal, rape, and mislead the weak. I fight for the children, play with no worries. Force fields, shield the child's imagination. Soon we'll be facing domination of unknown societies, causing mass poverty. Counting your pennies, money for dope, no money for food or shelter. Helter skelter, race war, terrorists, bombing temples and churches, undercovering artifacts, secrets of indigenous cultures. Before English and Spanish represent for Omoteo creations. New revelations, shouting loud, revolution. They meaning the so-called elite, teachers, preachers, judges, prosecutors, prison guards, all American heroes of the general public. Undercover wannabe followers of this new world order. Hostile takeover through the math by the year 2000. There'll be more revolutionaries than government fairies. New revelations as we melt down in this pot of races and creeds of every nationality. Split personality, double-headed beast. High society oppressing the so-called minorities. Who the fuck gave you the right to take the supreme authority? Fuck your laws, fuck your government. Take a stand, free the children from the extreme poverty.
Barrios unidos jamás serán vencidos. 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 Assassinations, so there was exposure. Terrorists like Mexican, hollow point lyrics being scrapped from Uzi chambers. Code red alert, danger, 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 danger.
I see the destroyer in the sky, polluting the water and the food supply. To see us gradually die, the whole planet's starting to uprise. People of color starting to see through your white lies. Babylon, the mother of whores and harlots. You don't think so? Look at your president. This whole nation's foundation was built on corruption, so the only solution's complete revolution. Like suicidal tiger squads in Sri Lanka, we gotta block these international banks star. And this time you won't be able to hide in Switzerland. Fuck the president, I gotta hear now Greenspan. We got nothing to lose, but a whole lot to gain. That's why I show solidarity with Saddam Hussein, Mohammed bin Laden, al-Qaddafi. Cause America was the one that enslaved me. Zulu and the Mau. Cops and rebels, so it's pow, pow. Like Ho Chi Minh and the Viet Cong was shooting at GIs, burning down Babylon. Puffing out smoke like I guess I'll drag on. Now when you knew what you wanna mark me a terrorist, like you labeled us hostile when we resist. Did you forget it was you that attacked us? Occupied our land, so now we're ready to bust. We'll set it off from the inside like the easier land. For chance, yeah, fuegos, we'll never give in. We're coming out the bushes like a gorilla grunt. Bulldog Chicano revolutionary front. Bombing World Trade Centers and US embassies. The revolution's on and the war won't cease until we overthrow you, America. Kalpulli put it down for the raza. Psychologically aimed in the minds of your children. A clear representation for the demon. We stand for the complete destruction of your society. A freedom fighting recruiting in the inner city.
We take shit to all the levels in the city rebels. We declare war on you devils. The basic big law of dictatorship under which my raza suffers, motherfucker. My grandpa Emiliano Zapata was executed by the government in April 1919. When he refused to lay down the arms that he took up for my people to remain free and strong. We march after the beat song. Zapatista, me chica la revolution. Puercos that revolves. Listening to conversation of terrorists speaking about political assassination. The big brothers watching. We as a circle, so with the public to dialogue like the ECLA Rickman. But in the vital there's a gang of cycle with rifles. We gotta unite homes to beat the white propaganda. We fight for revolutions for equality gorillas. Armed in the rebels stand in the kills over bonfires. As helicopter fly, lower trying to invade our communities. They know we resist, so they attack us with disease. We're legend on the sixth moon. Think as empathias become rebel platoons. Die over man, back in a corporate plan. Face over the US terror, become back or kill us. As pyromaniacs, they set the attack. Fuck United States of America.
One evil empire, multi-billion-dollar corporations hire, enslaving the people, giving them only the small change while they bank the big dollars. Industrial revolution, modern day depression, frustration, racism, self-hate. We must come together in unity. Don't let these crackers control our fate. Recreate and rebuild, that's my mission to revolution. Kill the devil's mentality. The time is now to resist and rebel. This low-intensity war, silent but deadly through shot of the real enemy. Don't let these devils take over your godly spirit. Sacred land, crack a man has no love for the OG family. Mexica indigenous cultures lost in the lost city of Tenochtitlan. Where governments talk of building malls on top of the pyramid of the sun. Born at you, they have no respect for the creation. They built schools and churches, both ran with supreme white ideology. You destroyed our peace, you destroyed our minds, you destroyed our spirits in your institutions.
It don't make sense, raza. Don't think of dollars and cents when I hand lives in ignorance from the pestilence that this devil sends. Our acceptance of his material trends. Say take him overseas to plant seeds of confusion and disease by raping the women, producing bastard children, putting them in slavery and teaching them Christianity. What indigenous need is to be freed, not political or social deeds that mislead. Once we live free in harmony with the birds, land, fire, and the trees. Now we destroy the earth as if she has no worth for giving us our sacred birth. Realize the lies the whites recite, keep their eyes blind to their crimes. The media mocks me because I resist, so they label me an inner city terrorist.
Indígena, sleeping, your days are numbers. Slapping and sleeping indígena out of slumber. You're sick of hearing it, but revolutionaries are cheering it, steering it to liberty, justice, democracy. You're indígena, you don't know, not mestizo, Hispanic, or Latino.
It makes me sad to see my people lost and weak. I thank the Creator for giving me the strength to walk as I speak. Never backsliding, dipping or glide. Stand my people all times when your coconut bitches are hiding. Planning, scheming, how you
you could better serve your master. Nothing matters so long as you make that almighty dollar. Do what you gotta do, Teleco, hot shit. You sound like Satan when you kiss the Wasishu. You accept the culture of the vulture, which means extinction of our earth mother. By all means, you must be sure to make your profit. I see you lost your soul to the corporate. Some even changed the way you walk, speak, and look. It's obvious when it comes to capitalism, you're hooked. You're like a dead fish out of water. You embrace the European rapist of our mother. Deny and pacify your indigenous roots. Say you're French and Jew while you walk in your suit. You sell yourself like a prostitute. Do what you gotta do to get in the door. But to the chief executive, you're just a whore. I can't stand the stench of your coconuts no more. Their power small time when it comes to the universe. They're scared cause they know I'm planting seeds with every verse. I can't be bought cause I know the cost is another generation dead and lost. Raza don't gotta prove nothing to the white man. Freedom is a state of mind and this is your land. Raza, prepare yourself for the future war. Cause Mother Earth can't take the pain no more. The black shadow action has been casted throughout the land. I'm calling for the unification of every tribal clan. I jump on the side of the underdog. I show no mercy for the filth of my God. You devils and you scouts wanna poison my seed. You think I'll hesitate to make you devils bleed? My family is everything to me, and I see right through the filth of my enemy. You fight for greed, I fight for life, my body sleep. I got my tomahawk and my shamali. It's an honor to die and lost a slide, cause only blood reveals the North decline.
Las las still remains under attack. Only blood reveals the North decline. Las still remains under attack. Only blood reveals the North decline.
Las still remains under the paved road. Constructed freeways, city halls, mason temples, penitentiaries. Denied our true history, our sacred temples. Left in ruins by these so-called saviors of savages with no idea of civilization. You ask the question, what is it to be civil in a society crooked like the streets, where money runs gangsters, presidents, governments, destroying the tribal nations. One with our mother, the creator, Omoteo. Life is meaningful, live your dreams, goals, destiny. Believe in the Tonali, sick sun rising, Mayan prophecy. Woman reclaiming her role in life, teaching and building for the next 7 indigenous generations. Fuck Generation X, I represent for Generation Z. Zapatistas, ese local revolutionarios, taking out the true enemy. 187 is the code, homicide. Suicide, you claim it, gangbanging, killing no raza. Why don't you just wear a fucking swastika, contributing to your own genocide? Modern day Holocaust, no more love or respect, just currency, machines, jails, laws, death rock, extreme dreams of visions of change, getting away like a spirit. Bota y hongos protect me on my sacred mission.
Revolution. Las still remains under attack. Only blood reveals the North decline. Las still remains under attack. Only blood reveals the North decline.
House nigga, house motherfucking trick. Selling your people out for the buck you make quick. But it's alright, cause you got the dope ride. Selling crack to your people, it's just like homicide, genocide. Now you murder your own for the Nikes on your feet, gold chains and cell phone. And to the corporate Hispanic, you know better. Gucci on your feet, Rolex and fine leather. The people in the streets, you call them wetbacks. Slave to your greed, don't care, they live in shacks. Cause it's all about the dollar, and who's got the green. It's poison for the people, but it's power for the machine. This dream they talk about became a nightmare. Last now people sick, you don't care. Where's the prayer for your own? Living large while the souls of our people cry and moan. You're alone.
Las still remains under attack. Only blood reveals the North decline. Las still remain under attack. Only blood reveals the North decline. Las still remains under attack. Only blood reveals the North decline. Noise from the trunk like war drums. As I meditate late at night, looking up into the dark sky, strolling through the violent streets of a lost city. Devil created chaos within our communities, motherfucker. Brought cities from overseas, downloading my people, hand over for the sickness. The knowledge that I possess is deeper than the abyss. Motherfucker, bang your head like the exorcist. Government secret exposed, trying to hide the resistance from my past centuries. The struggle of my sacred ancestries. No justice, no fucking peace. Deep in the shadows, lost in the midst of hallucinogens. Going under the wish they made me. I possess 3,000 volts of energy. As the God walk upon us, we struggle for liberty in the land of Anahuac, where Raza fights Raza. There was planned to awaken you with Toro. Soldier in gang street, military crews, red coat, platoons under the 6th moon. Ready to strike under the moonlight. I'm like a lechuza, ready to take flight. Assassinate all devils who infiltrate my anti-rock sickle. I'm the genius in their insanity. Half normal, half fucking psycho. No sun will shine in my day today. I woke up this morning to see it fade away. Retroactive resistant combustion. Watch as the government lies about the extinction of indigenous cultures. Last I slide to remain under Babylon. Like the fire tossed to cut the bomb. As the spirit of the drummer beats on. Rest in peace, Jesse One. You might kill the revolutionary, but the revolution will never die. The spirit of our homies will still remain on nuestros alive. Hasta fly still remains under Atracayo. Only glory built in Tenochtitlan, homes. The cycle of life and took the pyramid.
Confederación de Anáhuac, Chicome Teocaltin, Otatsi Huehueteo, Ipalmemo Wani, Ometeo, Ometecutli, Ometisiwa, Onansin Yolot, Onansin Yolot, Onansin Yolot, Onansin Yolot, Lazo Camat.